I'm gonna try to keep this as PG-13 as possible because this theory is actually insane. The sister location is either a restaurant with a hidden entrance to an adult-themed location, or the sister location is a name for an adult-themed location. The gameplay for What We Can Gather will take place underground. The introduction scene in the trailer is very clearly a platform which is moving down. No matter if you see it as an elevator or whatever, it is definitely moving underground as you can see the light in the windows moving upwards. The location has child themes throughout props such as posters, figurines, and party lights. However, it is not safe for children to roam around. Now, if we want to take that theory into account, we have to acknowledge that the same can be said about literally every single Five Nights at Freddy's game. Name one FNAF game where it was safe for the children to walk around. Yeah, you can't. You literally cannot. If we don't assume anything from outside sources or our own minds, we can also say that the location includes the show stage, the animatronics, and the spotlights for the characters too. So we can say the location has childlike themes, but it's still, as mentioned previously, clearly not safe for children themselves to walk around. Maybe that's a stretch, but that's what I can see. No, buddy, that definitely is a stretch. What are you trying to say? That there are adults that are yeah, like I can't even finish this, bro. Now he goes on to say, I'll talk about the characters. Maybe this will get my theory across. Okay, there's a female little girl animatronic with pigtails and a red dress called Baby. You don't call a character who can talk, walk, sing Baby. Maybe it's because she looks like a baby, buddy. Baby is a word used for either actual babies or is used as a nickname for a lover. If you stop looking at the game face on, you should be able to agree with that. If you don't, then whatever. Laura is a half naked ballerina. She has very exposed... Okay. Yep, this is a hard read. I'm not making that up, and it's been a point of discussion for ages. She dances, moves up and down repeatedly. Keep her eyes shut at all times. The Lord does not exist to entertain children from what I can tell. Ballerinas were a lot more than that. I guess it depends what kind of ballerinas, my man, but I am gonna say I've been to dozens and dozens and dozens of ballerina shows. And some of them do, genuinely. I also never considered Balor, like, undressed. I always assumed that it was just a shirt. Or maybe even a lot of ballerinas were skin tone matching things. Have you been to a ballerina show, bro? Funtime Foxy and Funtime Freddy are not explicitly designed to be adult themed, nor do they seem to do anything. Yeah, I'm not saying that word. I won't deny the name Funtime is dodgy, however. That's still something which seems off. The hand puppet and the lack of Funtime Foxy's hook is also worth mentioning, but other than that, they seem innocent. Okay, so he's saying right here that, yeah, at least 2 of the animatronics are innocent, which, if this was really a place for adults to go, why would 2 of them be innocent? Let's address that real quick, too. Also, you didn't even address the marionettes. What about those guys? Are those guys also supposed to be helping around here? Or no? Are those just out this theory, too? Like, you've excluded 3 animatronics from this theory. You can't handpick 3 animatronics to be in this location and then say, yeah, this is definitely what this place is about. Now, let me talk to you about the themes and hints we have been given, he continues. Don't hold it against us. You don't know what we've been through. Please stay in your seats. The show is about to begin. Deep below ground, secrets don't keep. There's a little of me in everybody. Come on, I'm getting increasingly worried that people are very stubborn with their own theories or repetitive beliefs that Scott wouldn't go there. That we might just be ignoring the obvious answer. Is that obvious? I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. You're definitely overthinking it, buddy. You're definitely overthinking it. Let me clarify, Scott would go there. I need to make sure people understand that I'm not predicting animatronics having thingies with each other or with the player in this game. Instead, we will be witnessing the aftermath of a digital ritual of fetishism and abuse. Is that normal? Heck no, but it's not going to be a normal game. As we're playing this location as Michael Afton, they could be very correct because as far as I'm aware, Michael didn't fully know the extent of what his father was doing. So to sit here and say, oh, but we do know, well, we're the player, we have the full picture. Michael did not. So to the animatronics, Michael probably didn't know. Just like every single other security guard we played as, or every kid we played as, only had a small picture. That's like saying Gregory from Security Breach freaking knew what the animatronics were going to. I doubt Gregory even knew how the animatronics were made. I doubt he knew that they were spirits or whatever. Like, he just thought they were AI robots, as a kid would. I don't think Michael knew what the animatronics had been through, if that's what you're saying. But a predator can mean way more than, like, doing weird things with kids, bro. This video is getting weird, bro. Like, oh no, bro. We know about children being lured, killed, and stuffed into suits. We know about bullies pushing a child in animatronic's head, letting him die in hospital, while having nightmares of robot-human hybrids with hundreds of teeth. We know about restless souls trying to escape facilities. We know about a man who was punctured into a suit, bleeding out in a room that was made for people to die in silence. But we don't know what they've been through. Once again, Michael Afton didn't know. The only thing Michael knew, as far as I'm aware, is that his brother, he was part of the reason his brother died. I think that's as far as Michael knew at this point in time. Is that, you know, he was picking on his brother got put in a suit, and it crushed him. I think that's literally all Michael knew. Why wouldn't Scott do worse? Why wouldn't he go there? Are you that naive to dismiss a theory with evidence because you don't think a game developer would mention something like this? Once again, I think this evidence is very, very shabby at best, bro. Like, you picked a few animatronics and then said, yeah, this makes sense. We have just been given a timetable, which was likely hinted at animatronics have been booked and privatized. This is more than just an animatronic, adult club. Yeah, about that, you can also rent things for freaking birthday parties. Like, I'm not sure if this is necessarily evidence. This is a theory. It's just a different one. I'm not going to put it down anyone's throat. Think for yourself. Don't make your own discussion. Don't pretend anything is canon until it's confirmed. We're all thinkers. This is more to this game than you might believe, and I'm just trying to work around what we've got, which is Allah. And come on, don't call me sick. Yeah, I just disagree with it, unless it gets proven. I don't think there's any evidence for this, I also do understand that horror games can include things like that. I mean, I'm praying it's not, because I would be so... I hate when horror games do things like that, because at some point then it becomes too real. Like, those are real world problems. But another reason I have for debunking this is Baby in Fnaf's sister location is shown to have an ice cream compartment in her chest for children. If this was really for 18 plus, there would be no need for an ice cream cavity in her chest, because why would an adult need that? It's also shown in snippets and in voice dialogue that they did have a party with Baby, with other kids. And that is when the other kids left and Emily, Afton's daughter, got put inside the suit. Baby grabbed her because she was programmed to grab kids when they were alone, stuffed her in the suit. No one could hear her screams when they came back in from the party. All the kids were laughing and everything. So it clearly isn't an adult location. Like, I know this was before this location, so maybe they've changed their minds by now, but because there's just no evidence at all. The only thing that I've seen here is that you say Balore's maybe a little underdressed, but at the same time, I don't see her like that. Like, I don't know. I've really never even noticed that until you mentioned it. I googled a picture. I've literally just assumed it's a shirt. I still assume it's a shirt, but I don't know anymore. If you guys want to see an even crazier 5 worst FNAF theories, though, there's my first video, which literally claims Bonnie is Elsa from Frozen.